Been struggling with the whole should I leave or stay because, of course, I got my kidney transplant and I can't try again until next year, which the doctors think the next pregnancy would be successful, but only God knows that. I also really want children, and since we've had 2 before, I would pray that he gives us another one. But I feel like we should have already been married. I'm trying not to cheat, but I'm hurt and mad, and when I told him he should go be with someone else who can give him what he wants, he says I just want to leave, and that's not the case. I've been a damn good woman in this relationship, held him down. His mom has lived with us and currently does. It just makes me feel like I'm not enough unless I give him children, knowing we don't have that issue. The pregnancy just didn't go full term while I was on dialysis. It feels like a slap in the face. Yeah, that's the end of that one. So basically the question is, after all that I read, if a man required a child before he even asked for marriage to secure a family after the loss of 2 children, would you stay?
We just talked about this.
Yep.
We literally just talked about this. Y'all been together for 8 years. Why are men okay with getting you pregnant and raising a child, but not committed to you enough to ask for your hand in marriage? You have been vocal that you want to get married. He said, no, we got to have a child first. Why? Why are we bringing a child into this world when clearly we've been together for 8 years? She's sick, so there's no guarantee that, it just doesn't happen for some people.
Like
unfortunately, she's trying
twice. You know how hard that is on somebody's body twice to go full term and not mentally.
And she said she had kidneys failed.
Yeah, she's had a transplant before.
Yeah, so
that failed. She had to go back on dialysis, so she has a new kidney. Don't know how that was gonna go, so she has to wait a whole nother year before she can try again. Are you crazy?
These men, they be pissing me off, girl.
Sir.
But for her, like, you can't just keep coasting and being okay with this. You've given him 8 years of your life. Unfortunately, you have miscarried 2 children. Why do you still want to be with this man? Then he tries to gaslight you when you tell him, like, hey, maybe you just need to be. He gaslight, well, you just trying to leave me.
No, I want you to go be happy because I want to be married.
Yeah.
You go be happy and have your baby with a baby mama or somebody else that you want to have a baby with. I want to be married. Why not get married first and then I heal, make sure my kidneys function, I'm healthy, and then we have a child. We'll be married.
He's trying to turn you into a baby mama?
Yeah. Why you want me to be a baby mama first and we've been together 8 years? What more do you need to know that I'm your wife? Like 8 years? Why are you still here for real? And your mama live with us.
Because he knows that my mom got help from her. Because if she leaves, then I gotta take care of my mama. I gotta cook for my mama. We don't know if the mom is sick or anything, but for her living there, I would imagine maybe something's going on, possibly. And they're in their late 30s, so the mama is probably a little bit older. So, yeah, you're there you're like a helpmate for him now. Like, you're someone who give him his child, help out with the household, but you're not good enough for me to marry. Girl, listen then when
you give him a child, now you my wife. Now I can make you a wife. You gave me a child. Now,
but he's probably still not gonna do it. Then
that's what I'm saying.
He's not gonna do it.
Just think about it. So the child is gonna be like, I'm gonna make you my wife. No, he's not. He's still gonna.
He's still not. Yeah, he's still not gonna marry you, girl. He would if he wanted to. He would have. Like, no. Don't get pregnant. Not by him. No. Hell no.
If he ain't gonna put a ring on before you had his baby and all that you've been through mentally, physically, that's mentally very freaking draining. Like, that's so draining. Yeah. And physically, your body, to carry a baby is already a lot. Then your body is going through kidneys,
rejection
dialysis.
Of the kidney. Yeah.
Sir, he pissing me off.
Yeah.
Like, what? Yeah, if he's not gonna marry you first, I would not give him a child. That's the ultimatum.
And we usually don't say leave, especially when there's no cheating, no abuse going on. But this is something you need to think about yourself, your happiness, and what you want for your life. This man is gonna drag you along. She 38 right now?
37, I think.
37 right now. He gonna drag you along to you 40, 41, 42, never marry you, when you could have spent those years finding someone who actually will love, respect, cherish you, and have understanding for your body and what it takes to actually carry a child, and someone who actually wants to get married. It don't take 8 years to decide that.
Yeah,
it doesn't take a child
like
to
I
decide
said,
that.
no.
Okay, y'all, we have a question from a man.
Okay,
we don't get
come
men
on,
that
man.
really.
Yes, y'all write in more. We want to hear from y'all.
And this is very short and sweet, just like a man.
I ain't going into
It's titled question. Okay. When a woman doesn't reciprocate the things you do for her, is that a sign she's using you? Paid dates, gifts, behind on bills. I've received one gift and that was on Christmas, and that's all. I've gifted her designer shoes, clothes, Post Oak spa dates, concerts, everything. I'm getting tired of it because all I ask is for affection and make me feel special at times. What am I doing wrong?
Damn me. I'm just playing.
Baby, because you know a spa day, a Post Oak?
Shit, and concerts, and all you want is affection?
Hey.
What?
Shoot.
And I like when a man is doing all of that, eventually a woman is going to reciprocate that same energy if she likes you.
Yeah.
You either just her trick or like she don't like you.
She don't
a
like
woman that like a man, shit.
Yeah. We gonna be cuddled up with you. We gonna want to cook for you, rub your head, massage your back, just come be a teddy bear. Let me baby you. So, she don't like you.
No.
If he's asking for affection, he's like, all I want is affection and to feel special. She don't like you.
You doing a lot. Like concert, you said late on bills, behind on bills. You taking care of her bills.
Taking care of her.
And they just dating?
He said just dating. And she's only bought him one gift, and that was on Christmas. That was it. It does sound like she's using you.
She is using
Definitely,
you.
for sure.
A woman that likes a man, like they be like, women don't be tricking this and that. Shit, if they like you and you doing all the right things and reciprocated energy, they're gonna take care of you.
They are. If I'm out shopping, I see something my man like and he doing everything right, I'm be like, my man would love this cologne. My man would love these shoes. They gonna do it just because I love you. You know what I'm saying? So for her to not want to buy you any gifts and like you, exactly.
She is using you. Mm-hmm. She don't like you. She trying to see as far as she can go.
Yep.
And it sent her on spa dates and
concerts, designer bags, designer shoes, designer every. Ooh.
Boy.
Yeah.
Move on, child.
Yeah, move on. She doesn't like you, sir.
Don't get her nothing else.
Because women,
affection is free.
Affection is free. And that's just something like most women, not all, but most women are automatically affectionate. Even we just start liking a guy from a little bit, even from a little touch, a little something here, there, we're going to show our appreciation and affection. And you've been doing all this for this long? Yeah, she don't like you.
Yeah, baby, more than what these men out here doing. Shit, please. You wouldn't even have to ask. Mm-hmm. Yeah. She looks like a treat. Yeah, open it.
Oh. Where did his go? I didn't delete it. That's weird. It disappeared though. I did not slide it and delete it.
In the DM?
His was the very first one at the top of the DM, but I don't see it no more. That's weird. Because I said I wasn't deleting no more until I actually
we read this one.
footage.
Anita D. Kayla Young.
No, I think she was she gave us an update. Wasn't she the one? Isn't that an update?
Yeah, it says, hey, writing back in, y'all are hilarious.
Okay, you want to do is it long?
It's not that long.
Okay.
Okay, y'all, we have an update of I Need the D. Okay, girl. She said, hey.
But we should give them a synopsis of what, if they, just in case they didn't watch last week's episode, just a little brief.
Which y'all should. Mm-hmm.
Episode 14, her story was featured on there.
So what is she writing about?
Wasn't she the one he was going to football camp? And he's not.
Okay, so yeah,
she had a bag for it.
She had the bag.
Threatened to
break up with him. They have sex once every 2 months. Mm-hmm. He is a pro football player in Canada, and he's going off in the next 2 weeks, I think she said. Mm-hmm. How long did she say they was dating?
I believe 2 years, because we said that's still fresh for him not
2 years, and they are young.
She's 25, he's 28.
Yep. So yeah.
And then her ex, which was the best day of her life, and she said, I mean, the best day of her life.
Yeah, he has been writing her, and they've been trying to link up, and she was asking, should she do it or not? And I said, yeah, man. This man don't want to, because I don't think, like, y'all young. Why are y'all having sex once every 2 months? And it's long distance. He's going to Canada.
So this is her update, because I think we still have a few more questions for her.
Yeah. So she said, hey, writing back in, y'all are hilarious. Thank you, girl. She said, so 1, we started off normally. We were both single, met, and eventually got together. I said sneaky links because neither of us were looking for things at the time. Okay. 2, we do live together. He stays with me and pays the bills while he's here. And I know he's not cheating because we're together 24/7. He was injured, so he's been home for a year. Okay. I work from home, and he doesn't work in his off season, so we don't go more than 2 hours without seeing each other. And when we aren't together, we're communicating. I also have his phone password, but haven't ever looked. Okay.
All right.
I've been on trips with his family, and we hang out, and he hangs out with mine. We've been, hold on. We've taken several trips out the country and haven't had sex on those either.
Not that we looked at the camera at the same time, looked at each other at the same time.
The trips out the country are the best.
Yeah, you could fuck the room up, don't have to worry about nothing. They'll come in, change the sheets, and clean everything.
All inclusive hotel, going and get wasted and going back to the room. Okay.
What?
Trip. Y'all haven't had sex out. Okay. Okay. We've taken several trips out the country and haven't had sex on those either. We've talked about it, but he just act like it hasn't been that long or says, I got you later. But nothing happens. He's a night owl and I'm not, so it may also be a timing thing. I remember one time we were talking about it and he said he needs to lay off porn, and sometimes that's just easier. And something about how maybe being in love kind of makes sex weird. I've done lingerie, which has worked, and when we do have it, it's good. But I don't want to have to put on a show every time just to have sex. I don't know what to do, y'all. The man checks every box there is with this one, and we're even starting to talk marriage.
So that is literally her only issue with him. That's her only problem.
Sex.
Dang, man.
But
I want to know what it's something underlying that he's not telling her. It's gotta be. There's something going on.
Does he have a porn addiction? You just mentioned porn. You said, I remember one time we talked about it and he said he needs to lay off porn. So is he already getting his shit off to porn? Is he addicted? Maybe he needs to go to therapy for porn because he already.
But even if you're addicted to porn, you would still think like they would at least be smashing maybe once a week. You know, something ain't right. I don't know what it is, but something ain't right. She said they only go like 2 hours without speaking because they're in the house together 24/7.
And he's been at home for a year because he was injured.
And she works from home, so I don't know.
And then you said the late night. You said he's a night owl. Try that though. You said you're not a night owl. He's a night owl. Maybe they were different. Have you tried to have sex with him later? Stay up a little later? Or what? I don't know, because not having sex on vacation is crazy.
Yeah, and she said they had multiple vacations. I wouldn't be talking marriage though, because she's clearly that's a huge part of a relationship, being sexually compatible with your partner. So even though he checks off every box, I wouldn't go into a marriage. You're
gonna cheat.
Yeah.
You're gonna eventually cheat. You already asking about the ex. Eventually, if y'all get married, you are going to cheat. Why would y'all get married and y'all not having sex?
Yeah.
I thought sex people like, I done got married to her and the sex stopped. The sex stopped before the marriage.
And they only been together for 2 years and they're so young. Yeah, this is actually a really crazy one.